Potager Garden Part 2. We're giving everybody an update on what's happening in the
Potager Garden.
Potager Garden.
It's been slow.
Or as one of my neighbors calls it, the Love Garden.
The Love Garden.
Yeah, the Love Garden. So if you've been following us, you know we've been on this endeavor to put this Potager Garden in.
And we'll link the part 1 and below.
It's been an endeavor for us. I mean, we've been real busy here. We've been trying to work this thing in, but we really want to make sure we really tried to get this thing right.
We want it to be meaningful and have a purpose.
Yeah. So one of the things that you wanted to put in this was a sitting area, and you had a picture of what you wanted to put in the sitting area. You wanted a sitting area, and you had a picture of this sitting area that you want to put in the Potager / Love Garden. So we had this picture, and you guys will, I'm sure, relate to this. She's always got a picture and said, "I want it to look like
Make
this."
it look like that.
Well, that's what we're dealing with here. So
yeah. So the picture, the walls are old doors, and it has a sitting area, and I envision a chandelier and lights and some stained glass. Anyway, we found the doors at a awesome price.
we did. I mean, there was this building supply place in town had these doors they'd bought years and years ago off this surplus sellout, and they'd had them stuck way back there in the back. And of course, they, like everybody else, got ready to clean up. They was ready to get rid of them. So they sold them to us for nearly next to nothing. Solid wood doors.
Yeah.
So we was able to get those, and
We got them painted. We decided to go with the color of the house. And the trim's going to be the same color as the trim of the house because it's off next to the house, so it's going to blend in.
right, we got Mr. Johnny to paint these for us. It took him about 3 days to do that, to get them all painted.
Oh, I was thankful for that.
Yep. I wanted to make sure we got all the ends painted because these things are going to be out in the elements, so I wanted it completely sealed up. We used a semi-transparent stain because we wanted the wood grain to somewhat show through there.
Another picture. We'll throw that up on the screen. It is, because the beds are going to be made out of stone, it's fitting for this grand entrance to welcome you into the garden. I want 2 stone columns with a metal gate.
Yep. So that's something that I've probably going to put on the back burner toward the end of the construction of the garden. But yeah, I think we can make it happen. It's not going to be as easy as just what I want sometimes, but I think we can make that happen.
Now, we went on a trip to the mountains, and one of the things we did on this trip was we were looking for the metal gates. And there's a place that we had been to before, and we'll talk about it in a few minutes, that we went and looked for that. But I want to talk about how pretty the colors were.
So we went to Franklin, North Carolina, which if you guys don't know where Franklin is, look it up. It's an absolute wonderful place to visit. It's not real touristy, which is what I like about it. And it's just a nice, settled in place to visit in the mountains. Beautifully beautiful. And we rented this big house.
Right. My family went. My mother and stepdad and sister and her husband. And it was perfect. It had an upstairs, almost 2 houses. We'll show you some pictures of those beautiful leaves. And it had a stream by it.
Yep.
And deer. We saw so many deer.
Yep. Always when I visit a place like this, I think I could live somewhere like this. place that we visited before. So we had this trip to Franklin Mount Doubt, and we knew we wanted to go back to this place we had visited before. It's in Otto, North Carolina, which has been between Franklin and the Georgia line. A little small community there, but it's called Culpepper's Otto Depot. Now, folks, this is a salvage house. Now, if you guys in these bigger towns are familiar with these type places, where they sell secondhand or salvage construction stuff, and so this is a very, very unique place. I didn't have a clue what was going on or where this guy got all this stuff from till I heard somebody in there the last time we visited. But this is where this guy, I thought this was interesting. This guy travels to Indonesia to a huge shipyard where they tear down these old ships. So when the ship goes out of commission, they pull it into Indonesia to the shipyard and they disassemble it. And he goes there and buys all this reclaimed thing out of all these ships. So you could imagine the treasures they'd have. They put them on containers and send them back to Otto, North Carolina, and they have all this stuff there. So at this place, there's a lot of maritime stuff you could buy, but also there's a lot of great wood products such as gates, teak wood, doors, windows, hardware. I'm talking about very good old, just great hardware, lights, just all kind of stuff you would not believe. And what did you find?
So I was on a hunt for something for my gates. And the first thing I looked at, and you can see in the pictures in a few minutes, they had metal panels galore. And so at first I was thinking, well, we could just take one of these metal panels and make a gate. So the more I looked, the more confused I got.
Confused her. That's a word, y'all. Confused her.
You can see clips of me and my mother looking. And then I found some gates. And then I brought you in because you wasn't all in for me going through all that metal until I had made up my mind.
Panels, and I kind of got the vision after we seen the metal panels. I said, this will work. And I actually already got the latches built into it, which was kind of neat. Now these things are heavy duty, and they got a little rust patina on them, but that's kind of the look we're wanting for. So we ended up getting these. We luckily drove our pickup up there, so we had room to bring them back.
Yeah, and there's a funny story. We picked them out on Saturday. They're closed on Sunday. They said they'd leave them out by the gate for us, which was just a cord across the driveway. And we was like, okay, sure. And we get there Sunday morning, and they're not there.
So we had to go in there and dig through these people's barn or their business area to find these gates. And we knew about where they was at. And then we had to towed them all the way out there and loaded them up. But we made it. We made it. We had a good attitude about it.
Yeah, it was worth it, and the police didn't come get us.
They didn't arrest us. If they had cameras up, they realized what we were doing was
Yeah,
getting
well,
our
they
gates.
did tie pink ribbons around what we had bought.
Yep.
And beside the metal gates, I found 2 old doors that had hinges on them that I'm going to put somewhere in the garden.
Yep. So, as we are speaking, we are building this sitting area. What would you call it? What are we going to call this little building?
Communication. What did your friend call it?
Love garden.
Yeah, we're going to sit out there in the mornings and afternoons.
Talk about our feelings.
Yeah. Confessional.
Anyway, it's going to have it's going to have a couple little chairs in it, a little shelter over there. So that's what that's going to be.
It's an area you can sit and overlook the garden and enjoy it.
And it's the back side of the garden. So we're having that built. That's the first thing we're having built, the first permanent structure. And then we'll work out from around it. Now, I actually think after we get this built, the rest of it's going to go a lot quicker.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too.
Yep.
So stay tuned and we'll take you on the journey.